So, heads up, I may have to take a 5-10 minute AFK break in about 10-15 minutes. So, heads
Okay.
up, I may have to take
on the way. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, got your message. Thank you. And I need to have Twitch always muted. Now I know. Alright. And let's get this show on the road. Who is here? Who is missing? Let me check. Okay, so I think everyone is here. Hi.
Hello. I'm running a little late. I'm sorry. I'm here.
That's okay. I was just
My food took a
counting.
really long time to cook, so I have to.
Yeah, it's all the food's fault. Blame it on the
Yeah,
food.
it's so nice outside, and I got distracted, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta cook food still.
Yeah. All right.
I'm ready, and I got the D&D thing all set. It's looking really good, and I also got the D&D Beyond extension for Twitch, so hopefully it'll.
Ooh. I need to let me open you guys' Twitch page and see how it looks on Twitch.
Yeah, it's really cool. You can actually lock it in the you can lock it in the right hand side too. So you hover over it on the right, and then you can click a little lock in the bottom, and it'll lock to the window so you can see.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I need to grant access first or something? Or yes, there it is. Nice. Cool. So I wonder if weird. Okay, cool. It doesn't show the. Does it? Doesn't? Does it show?
Doesn't
No,
show
it
what?
doesn't. No, because I added my Kakaroto DM character to the
Yeah,
game.
I hid you so that people
Okay,
couldn't
cool.
see the DM layer basically or anything about the DM part. So I
Yeah.
only put all the characters in.
Okay, cool.
They're in alphabetical order except for I put my own character at the top. That's how I did it anyways.
Okay.
If you think people might like to do that, I can add it to the extension, but I thought it might be something where people could see stuff that maybe they weren't
Yeah, no,
supposed
the
to.
Kakaroto DM
So.
is just a character that I put like pretty much every class in level 18, and it's just to test various stuff with as I'm developing beyond 20. That's the only reason. And I needed to add sharpshooter feature because someone reported they wanted something special handling of the sharpshooter feature. So to add sharpshooter, I had um, to add that character to this game so I could get access to the content that Ozzy shared with us. So that was the only reason. But Kakaroto DM, you can have a look. It has absolutely nothing interesting.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's just a fake character with all sorts of things into it.
It's actually Strahd. Let's kill it.
It's Strahd.
I actually had Strahd as a familiar for that character just for fun, as I was testing like creatures and stuff, and yeah. But then I removed it because I realized you would have access to it. But anyway, so yeah, let's get this show started. First, some music, which is always the same one for now. Just lower the volume because this feels a little too much for me. Okay. And quick recap of last week. You all fought a fortified position, and it was super difficult and annoying, and you ended up killing the two phantom warriors that were there to ambush you, and you eventually got up to the top of the tower where you found a few ravens, and that's where we left off. So super fast game summary. One thing, Ozzy, you would need to like I had actually moved Irina with you, but then I realized she can't actually jump. Like you can't drag her through that 10-foot wide hole as she's unconscious. But you do have lay on hand, so if you can like give her 1 HP or something, that would be enough to wake her up so she can do the jump.
I smash her head with my warhammer. Now Strahd can't have her. I'm kidding. I'll lay on hands.
my god!
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm trying to find my lay on hands. I've reduced it by 1. Confirmed.
Alright. She's very thankful and happy, and she says,
But the means by which I lay on hands is I put my finger in her nose, and that's the vehicle through which I give her the one.
that's canon. Alright. Alright.
She wakes up from being unconscious with my finger in her nose and me just smiling and being like, "You're welcome."
Yeah.
Giant dragon fingers.
And she smiles and looks at you and says, "Thank you for saving me. I hope I have been useful to you this time around." And she smiles.
I wipe my finger on my armor, just to make sure there's no boogers.
Yeah, she's a classy, noble lady. She has no boogers.
She probably doesn't fart either.
Nope, doesn't.
Irina, definitely not.
Yep.
I have
Alright.
a quick
Yes.
question about D&D Beyond, if this is an okay time to ask before we get too deep in.
Sure.
There's some characters that are highlighted. Do you know what that means? Is there a reason? It's like
Characters that are highlighted.
in the add-on, there's like Yayla and Azzy both have a red circle around them. Does that mean anything? Like, does it correlate to anything in the game, or is it just something random?
I have
Is that
no
the Twitch
idea.
extension?
That's on the Twitch extension. I just didn't know if it showed in your character sheets as well.
I have
Anything
absolutely
weird?
no idea. No, I don't think there's anything
Okay,
special about
I'll
them.
have to look. All right, cool. Just checking.
Yeah.
Maybe like they have like a certain amount of HP damage or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Could be, yeah. That would make sense. Yes, they are both... Nope. Yaila is in the yellow, but Ozzy isn't. So I don't know.
It is very weird.
I don't know.
Just wondered.
Okay. Alright. Let's get started. So you arrived at the top of this place where there are a bunch of ravens on the rafters up top. And what do you guys want to do?
I believe Cloud wanted to talk to the ravens.
Potentially. She
Oh, I'm
did
sorry. I'm
mention
not
that.
pushing. I'm not pushing my button. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I wanted to do speak with animals. I didn't get any specific requests. So does anybody have any like specific questions they want me to ask the ravens, or just want me to like go off the cuff or
If
translate?
they know
Yeah,
where
last-
the bones are.
Yeah, last 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes of conversation we can have with these guys.
Well,
So-
what the hell are they doing here? And it's as long as they can tell us where the bones are.
Yeah, I'll ask. Okay, so I'm gonna use my abilities, speak with animals.
Okay.
Okay. And I would like to then ask whatever crow that was hopped down closest and looks most curious, whatever one comes closest to me. And I would like to introduce myself and my party and our intentions to the crow, raven, I'm sorry. And I would like to ask the raven specifically if they have seen any travelers on the road in the last day. Coming to
so,
from
so
the
what,
mansion.
one thing at a time. So you start casting your spell, and all of this cawing from the ravens suddenly start to shift in your mind, and you start to understand some of those as actual words. And in the middle of that, you hear, "What spell is she casting?" Then another raven says, "Shut up, Bron." And then you hear, "Caw, caw."
Well, at least it's not shut up, bro.
Cloud looks at the raven that just said "caw caw" suspiciously, and looks at the raven called Bran, and asks,
Not Bran, Brom.
"Oh, Braun. Wait, Braun?
Brom.
Like the paper
Well,
towels?
you're not
Like
sure
the-
you heard
like the
the
city,
name correctly, but yeah, it
Okay,
wasn't
but
it
then
wasn't Bran.
If
Okay.
if I'm not sure, I will say,
Are
excuse
you under
me,
the quick saver?
are you Bran? Braun?
Caw, caw. And you realize that the raven is actually saying the word caw, caw in their own tongue.
Yes, caw caw to you too, good raven."
I think he's full of caca.
Cloud looks at the raven awkwardly and gives them all an odd glance and speaks to them again in their own language and introduces herself and her party.
Can you understand me?
Yes, actually. My name is Cloud. I am quite versed in the language of animals.
Okay.
We mean you no harm. We're adventurers. We are hoping that we could talk to you about this land, and we have a few questions we were really hoping you could answer for us.
What questions?
First, we seem to be a little bit turned around a bit, and we have a few things that we'd like to do in this land. Have you seen anything on the roads lately in this area?
We saw you. But no.
No one else. Okay. We are looking for something very specific in Barovia, and it will help us bring rest to this land. We're looking for the skull of the dragon who used to reside in this castle, Argynvostholt. Do you know where it is? Have you seen it?
No, I don't.
Cloud looks at the other ravens to see if any of them look like they might know anything.
So, do a perception check.
Okay, one sec.
Or an insight check.
Insight? Okay.
Yeah, insight.
Insight. Sorry, this new character sheet. Give me a sec. How do I do it? Oh, wait.
You
Just
click on
this?
insight and yep.
Is that... Oof.
Okay, so... yeah, none of the other ravens seem to be, really paying attention to what you're saying or caring.
Ask how they feel about the Disney show That's So Raven.
Have you
I'm
guys
just
ever
kidding.
seen the show? And then as he jabs Cloud in the ribs. I mean, so what do you know about this mansion in Argynvost?
It's big?
It's big. Cloud gives a knowing look to the raven.
Not so knowing. You rolled natural 1 on your insight.
So what are you guys doing here? You beautiful ravens.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I swear.
Really?
Yeah.
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 We've got. Are you the same ravens that we saw at the windmill?
No, I swear.
You swear what?
Nothing. Yella, did you get your dagger out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cloud tells you, swats at Yayla. Put that away. Put that away.
So
Look at them and say, chicken.
this other raven, seeing Yayla got her dagger out, says, Bron, we should split, dude. And he
Said
just
dude?
leaves. Yeah, he said dude.
Fair enough.
Wait.
Canon.
Please. Don't mind her. She's just,
Yeah, I know.
You-
Do a
So,
perception
if
check.
you-
Persuasion.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Persuasion? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god, my persuasion's bad, you guys. Give me some other stuff here, you guys. Help me out. Cloud looks anxiously at her party for help.
Oh.
I mean, I'm trying to get them to talk. but-
I think I really need to go. He flies off towards the other raven that left.
Cloud looks around helplessly at the other ravens.
Yeah, it's some really bad rolls. The other ravens look at you, like, kind of perplexed. They don't really seem to care about Hyrila's dagger.
I'm.
Have the other? Did they talk? Or
I don't have any
The others
questions to
haven't
ask. I don't know
really
what to get.
said anything.
Ask what their names are. We only got one name. What are the rest of their names? Let's
Yeah,
build some.
Cloud looks slightly panicked and asks the other ravens, uh, hi, what are your names?
I don't have name. What name you?
My name is Cloud. You don't have anything your friends call you?
I love clouds.
Me too. I love a good nature walk and just looking at the clouds. I can imagine being a raven. It must be absolutely wonderful for you to soar above the skies.
It is. You
Ah,
understand?
I do understand
You
quite well.
special.
Thanks.
And it's
Cloud
just
looks
cocking its
abashed.
head left and right, looking at you and wondering. And the other ravens are like, ooh.
I have a special bond with animals, and I gesture towards Luda. I make animal friends quite well.
Me
We,
friend?
yes, you are a
Me
friend.
friend. He seems
We
happy.
have we have had much friendship with ravens in the past. They have helped us. Our party seeks to do good in this land, and we have had raven friends help us in the past. And we're hoping that one of you could possibly help us in
Help
our
how?
future. Well, we're looking for a way to break the curse for this castle and to restore this area and this land eventually. But to do that, the first thing we need to do is to restore the bones of Argynvost's skull to this mansion. And in order to do that, we need to know where they are.
Curse? No understand. Bones tasty.
Bones, taste.
Do you like
Yeah.
pies?
Pie
Are you?
good, pie dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, my character wants to jump to the one next to her.
I have no other ideas
You do what,
to
Kayla?
ask this raid.
I jump to the one. I try to like grab with my mouth the one here.
Ooh, I do a just a straight dexterity check, and I will do one for the raven.
Sorry, that's a saving throw. That's not it.
Uh,
I'm trying to just find it as well in D&D.
in D&D, it's just the bar at the top, basically. Yeah, your. But anyways, he got like really low. Yeah, he got like 6. So you caught one raven, and the others are
Cloud
going
yells,
to
"Don't hurt him!"
split. The others are going to split. You got one raven. What? What? Why?
Don't hurt him! Don't
Me
hurt him! Don't hurt him!
friend. You said friend.
You are a friend.
Friend is in her mouth.
Friend or food?
No food. Put him down. Let him go. Cloud looks.
Fine. I let him go. No, I don't.
Don't hurt him.
I'm not hurting him. I'm playing with him. I'm purring and waving my tail. I'm literally just having fun.
Don't you have him in your mouth, basically?
Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm hurting him.
Okay.
Have you never seen cats play?
Yeah, it's usually not reciprocal playfulness. um,
Maybe not.
yeah.
Um, I don't know what else to ask him. Can you tell us anything about the bones of Argynvost? Don't be
No.
scared. We won't hurt you.
Well, he is scared. But no, I don't know nothing.
I guess. Does anybody else have any more questions?
We can't. We technically don't know what they're saying.
I'm asking you guys. Do you guys have any other questions for the Ravens? I haven't gotten any good information. Could you tell us the direction or about how long it'll take us to get to Castle Ravenloft?
I have an idea. Ask if there are any particularly smart ravens.
Could you tell us about your friends that flew away? Are they friends of yours?
Okay. That's a good question. So first, I'll answer the castle. It'll say, have they this way? He points with his beak towards the east, and when you ask about his friends, he'll say, those who left are friends too.
What kind of friends? Are they like you?
No,
How are they
big,
different?
good master.
They're a good master?
Yes.
And do they always look like you?
No.
What do they look
Sometimes.
like?
Like her. And he points with his beak towards Irina.
Oh, really? Are
And
they
him. And he
ladies?
points towards Liam.
Okay.
And her. And he points towards Iron.
And do you know where they come from?
Maybe? Secret?
Secret.
I-
What?
I push harder with my paw.
I'm pretty sure you're not understanding any of this, Nisa. This is all in like
It's
Raven.
only it's only
Yeah.
him.
That
I'm
doesn't
gonna-
mean I can't play
I'm
with
gonna-
it.
Offer the Raven a little bite of food from my preserves.
Okay. And the Raven is going to say, you real friend. Do a
Yes.
persuasion check.
Can I assist so that she has advantage?
No need.
No need.
But you couldn't have assisted because
Food
it's all
bribery!
in Raven. Like you don't really know how to help with that. So he's going to
Bribed him
say,
with food.
I tell you because you're a good friend. But you tell Earth to let me go, please? And he cocks his head.
Yayla, he said that if you let him go, he'll tell us where the other two ravens are and where they're from.
How do we know he just won't fly away?
We don't, but I gave him the food.
We can let him go if he tells us.
I'll tell the raven, she will let you go as soon as you tell us. And then you can come and sit on my shoulder for a little bit, and I'll give you some more food.
Okay. But only because it's you, friend.
I won't let anybody hurt you.
I don't know all of them. I don't know their name. But sometimes I hear them talking and they refer to themselves as the Order of the Feathers.
Oh, really? Do you know where they come from? Like, where do they fly from when they don't hang out with you?
Balaki. No, he wouldn't know the name of the city. But it says north. Well, he points towards the north. It
The
says
city?
where lots of people.
Oh, okay. The big city with the walls?
Yes.
With lots of people inside the walls?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna relay this information to my group, and Yayla, you can let him go then.
Yep, I'll let it go.
Liam thinks back. Have we met anyone named Brom?
Alright, and he flies up, goes to your shoulder, grabs the whole thing that you're trying to feed him from, and is gonna fly away. Saying, "Thank you, friend," as he leaves.
You're welcome.
And that's
Thank you.
just about when your spell was about to end anyway.
All right. So I think we need to talk to these dudes. Something of the feathers? They're like coven? Like a coven type thing, maybe?
I don't know.
These are definitely humans who transform into ravens.
Some kind of lichen. I agree.
Yeah, and I imagine these are the same ravens that have been following us all throughout Barovia. And they probably have some pretty good ideas of what's going on around here. And they definitely seem to be friendly.
You said the one's name was what? Brom?
Bran or Bran or something with
I
a.
think it was something more like Braun, and I said he should be called Bran because three-eyed
Yeah, I think it's
treatment. But
Bran,
yeah.
but.
I mean, could be a shorthand for Brandon. Could be a Stark.
He only had 2 eyes, though.
Yeah. But he was stark black. Alright. So, anything else you want to do at this point?
That's all I got. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my spells. I thought we were talking about maybe taking a rest.
Yep. So it is about just about nightfall. So it was, the sunset when you got there. You had a pretty good view of the environment around Argynvostholt. You got to see pretty far, actually. You couldn't see too much due to the forest that is relatively thick. There's sort of a mound towards the north where the forest is that blocks some of your view. But northwest, you do manage to see this large mountain, basically, where you see on its slopes the abbey as well as the village of Kresk. You do see the castle to your east. You do see Valaki with the lake and the mountain to the north. As well as you do notice towards the south, there is, the river that flows, and there's a bridge that seems to be crossing that river towards the south. And along the shore of the river, directly south of where you are, you see some small ruins that seem to be there to the south, and and you also see a sort of mount peeking at the west of you. When you go back to the map of Barovia, I have on Fog of Ward some of the stuff based on the landscape and what your line of sight would have given you. So we'll get to see all that later. And so as it's about to be night, you do have the possibility, if you want to do the crafting of the bag of holding, and before going for a long rest, if that's what you wish.
I'd be down for that.
Okay. So with that, you all help out, I assume. Irina joins in. She says, "If I can help in some way, let me know how, and I will do my best." You do give her the whatever. You do use your own money for the help that she provides, and so you're able to do, let's say, about another 4 hours before it's too tiring and too late for you, and you need to go to sleep.
Okay.
At this point,
So that's 4 4 hours across 8 people, yeah?
Yes. At this point, it's really getting late. What do you do? Long rest?
Yeah.
I think we need it.
I would cast a tiny hut.
Okay. So you all get in the tiny hut. Ozzy, what do you want to tell Invincible? Because he's getting bored.
We're up. Are we doing the tiny hut upstairs on the roof?
In the tower, yeah. Seems like.
Tell him to bring some pizza for the hut.
I was gonna get him a job because then he'd be Jabba the Hutt.
I may have
Oh my god.
deleted everything.
I just tell him like, hey, we're gonna go to bed. Like, if you want, like, take a nap, go to sleep. We'll talk in the morning.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, just keep watch. Like, run around and see if anything approaches the castle. If it does, holler in my head.
Guard horse.
But you'll be
Yeah.
sleeping.
You can. It's fine. If it's something that seems very threatening, I don't mind being woken up.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Right.
good night.
Night.
He doesn't need to sleep, so he's just gonna keep walking around. He's enjoying his freedom. Okay, so everyone goes into the hut and goes to sleep. After, everybody please roll a perception check.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Liam, please. No, you did. Who's missing? Oh, Iron is missing.
Be back 1 minute.
Iron is still muted, and maybe she is not yet home. Could you, Ozzy, go into her character sheet and do the perception check for me?
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
That was me.
Okay, thanks. All right. I have those numbers, and I will do something with them later. With that, Dehanu, you said that you wanted to, since you only need to go for a 4-hour trance, to wake up at some point and keep doing some more work on the bag of holding. So I'd say you get another 3 hours done. So Liam, you have 8 people for 4 hours plus 1 more person for 3 hours, for a total of 35 hours done today on the bag of holding. Okay. So at
And how many hours do we need total?
you need let me check. I did write that somewhere. It was, I think, 100 hours total.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 100 total. So please take 105 gold from the bag of holding chest, or whatever you call it.
Do we need to do that from our character sheets or
no, he kept all of the money for that already.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
I thought so. I just want to make sure we didn't need to like chip in anything extra.
I'm back.
Yep. Oh, welcome back, Liam. So I was just telling you that you take 105 gold total for the bag of holding crafting, and it's 35 hours total used, because as you are all sleeping, Tehanu, after doing his trance, he uses 3 more hours of his time to continue crafting. Okay. Okay, and so with that, it's morning. Irina feels invigorated. She has just been bumped to level 4. during the night or maybe in the morning, I believe that Ozzy and Liam wanted to have a chat. And for the third week, finally, I remember to tell you that you wanted to do that.
Okay.
How do I recover our spell slots too? Is there a way
Just
to
hit
do
the
that?
long rest button.
Yeah,
and
you
then
click long rest and it does everything for you.
Oh, where is that?
Like next to the character name, there's share, short rest, long rest.
Oh, I don't see that. Next to my character name?
Yeah, in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I don't see that. To the right? Do I have to click on my character?
So you'll see your name, and then there's like
Yep.
a black border at the top, and then it says share, short rest, long rest campaign.
Unless you have a very small window which turns it into mobile mode, in that case just click on your name to get the pop-up menu that has short rest and long rest.
I just still don't see it.
Let me see in your...
Do you want me to... Here, I can bring it over here
yeah,
for you to look.
please do.
Am I stupid? Like, I don't-
What?
I
Why
still-
do... No, it should be there. It's not.
It's not there? Okay.
Are you logged in? Yeah, you're not logged in, that's why.
Oh.
Sign in.
God damn it. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, once you sign in, the button will appear. So yeah, I think you were on the shared character sheet, basically.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah. Let me see.
Man, this is great. How easy. Okay, I think everything's good then, right?
Yeah.
Regen, your hit points and everything, right? Your hit dice and all that stuff. No wonder it wouldn't let me mess with my spells.
That's why. Okay, and give me a second.
Ugh, I hear creepy noises.
And who else? Let me see. Yes, yes, yes.
That's a really
Okay.
good set of portents. I'm a fan.
Yeah, really good. All right. So I sent some whispers to some people in case they want to act on that before we move on.
Hey, you guys. Where's Tahanu? Tahanu? Cloud looks around and doesn't see Tahanu anywhere and peeks outside of the hut.
Okay. You don't see Tahanu with you in the hut.
He's nowhere?
Nope.
Is he outside the hut?
Are we not
He
supposed to
does
see
not
his
seem to
token?
be.
Like, see his token.
Well, I didn't move the token, but yeah, he's not there currently.
Did anybody
Tahanu
know?
go?
Did anybody see him leave? I heard some noises in the middle of the night, but I didn't see anybody. Nothing
I have
that
no idea.
woke me. Did anybody else see anything? Luda?
I'm gonna ask Invincible. Hey, have you seen Tahanu anywhere?
Is that like the skulking guy?
That's a fair description. Yes.
That's fair.
No, I haven't seen him.
Can you run around the perimeter and see if you see him anywhere?
Okay. And so he runs around and he does not see him anywhere.
Guys, he's not around on the first floor. Invincible just did a runabout and didn't see him.
Well, it doesn't make sense that he would just leave.
Why would he leave without saying anything or waking anybody up?
How does I'm gonna ask Liam how the progress looks on the bag. Can he see? Because
Sorry, you cut out, Azzy.
Yeah.
asking Liam to check on the progress of the bag. Does it seem like it's exactly where we were when we left off last?
It does seem a little bit more complete.
Okay.
Note this is in
We're
the
a
middle of the
little
night,
over-
not after waking up. After
This
the
is
long
what?
rest.
Oh,
This is in the middle of the night. Like you woke up in the middle of the night, and while everyone was sleeping, you noticed that Tehanu was not there.
Oh, so we didn't get
this isn't after the long rest. This is just
Oh
in the
crap!
middle.
I already long rested myself.
It's okay, but it's fine.
I mean, I don't know how the timing of this thing works, but in practice, I'm just coming back the stairs. I don't know.
And there's Tehanu coming back up the stairs.
Okay.
Where'd you go, man?
Cloud.
I went out to check the rooftop where we got ambushed, and I also went to check if I could find anything interesting in those guard towers. Because I was pissed I couldn't find a frickin' longbow.
Cloud gives Tehanu an extremely exasperated sigh, rolls over, and goes back to sleep.
Oh, I found a longbow. Next time I'm gonna go out looking for a shield.
I was totally expecting I went out for a smoke.
Well, I don't do drugs, kids.
I had bad Taco Bell. Yeah, Derek, you haven't said a word all night.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Hey,
Oh,
Derek. Did something happen while I was gone?
So it looks like Durek also wasn't there.
No, we just were worried about you. We heard some noises, and then you were gone.
I would say that the noises you heard were probably just his footsteps going down the
Right.
stairs.
Well, I did have to jump over that frickin' hole, so probably goes for with a thump, you know. And there's this constant rain and whatever it is outside. I quite feel good about being stuck in a tower with one entrance. Anyhow. Oh wait, someone else was missing?
Just Durek because he had his microphone muted. Alright, and so that's the end of it. And you all go back to sleep, and you finish your long rest. It's morning, waking up, and yep, you all get your full long rest. Oh, let me open arenas. Why do I not see arena here? That is so weird.
Oh, I just read up the Taco Bell thing. I should have said I went out to grab a Taco Bell, yeah?
Yeah, you should have, man. Totally wasted opportunity.
The dog agrees.
So everybody's at full health and has all their spell slots back, right? I feel like we haven't taken many long rests in this campaign, so I'm not entirely sure what happens. You get all your hit dice back. You get your HP
No.
back.
You get half of
No?
your hit dice back.
Half. Oh, okay.
You get all your HP back, which is, hey, why did it not sync? It should be syncing. It should be syncing.
Where are hit dice in or in D&D Beyond?
I'm not seeing it either.
You go to short rest, and that will give you your hit dice. If you click on the short rest button.
This total of 5, but it doesn't say how many I have.
You click on the little squares to check them. So I actually, when I checked everyone's character sheets, I did not check on the hit dice, I think.
Yeah, I'm worried now.
Yeah, I don't think I had 3 out of 5.
20.
You had 3 out of 5, so you probably
Yeah.
got 2
Maybe
back.
two back.
Yeah. Cloud
But
also
that means I
has.
need to
I-
click
Oh, no.
all 5, or
When you do the long rest, it should do it for you as well, I think. So
It
yeah,
does. It does.
Cloud had 4 used, so it was
Use
1.
4.
Yeah, so
Yep.
it was 1 out of 5 remaining,
So I would get
and you would have
2.5
gotten
back.
2. Well, it's always like rounded down, so you'd have 2 used,
So I'd have 3
and you
out
have
of 5.
now. Yeah, that's about it.
Same
But
with Luda.
now
right?
I'm wondering why.
Yeah, I don't know where to edit mine then.
Now I'm just trying to figure out why Irina's HP doesn't sync up with.
So is
Let me
if
do
you
some
check the
damage.
box, does that mean you've used it or that you have
Yes.
it left? Okay, you've used it. Okay. And how do
Yeah.
I get access to looted now?
In your extras, if you click
Extras.
extra, so you have like action, spells, blah blah blah, then extras, and it should be there.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see.
Yep. As simple as that.
How do I edit his hit dice?
There should be. Let me go to your character sheet. So we do have a little bit of a learning curve with D&D Beyond, but I think it's going to be much easier to. So it's hit dice. Oh, it doesn't actually have hit dice. So yeah, for now let's
I
just.
mean, I've just been keeping his hit dice the same as mine,
Yeah.
so
So we
can
just
keep it
assume
like that
it's the same.
always.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can just make a
For
note
ease
of it
play.
at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that'll work just fine.
Yeah. Okay. Hanu, if you want to whisper your rolls, by the way, you just click on the Beyond 20 icon in the toolbar, and you can whisper rolls. So if you want to test things without spamming the chat, you can do that. Sounds good?
Okay, so it's like you turn on whispering for everything, but you can't have it ask for whispers or whatever if you want to do a test roll.
Nah.
Okay.
I could add that, but I don't think it's a good idea because it would just be, I don't want to clutter the interface more than that. So just toggle it on off, and then you can do your whispers if you want to. And so that's about it. That's your long rest. You wake up. It's morning. It's the sun is going up from behind the mountains or whatever. You still notice that it's really very drab. The sun doesn't seem to be as shiny as it should be. But yeah. It's morning. What do you guys want to do?
Probably just continue exploring, yeah.
Let's go grab breakfast at Taco Bell.
Is there a Waffle House near here somewhere?
I don't know. But yeah, we can assume that you took one of your rations, you ate some food and all that.
So
I wanted to kind of head back down to the mansion, see if we could find any interesting items or that kind of thing.
You want to explore more of the mansion?
No, but as we leave, like when we go through the floors, I would be looking for if I find any like longbows, shields.
Okay, sure. So
that kind of stuff.
let's see. You come down the stairs and all that. You arrive at the 3rd floor, which was here. Let's see, what do we have here? So you arrive here. Where do you want to go then? You want to keep moving down the stairs, or you want to explore somewhere specific?
All the rooms, and there was pretty much nothing but ghosts.
Yeah.
Weren't we supposed to find something here?
well, we found that tapestry thing that we mended, and it told us that the skull is at Strahd's.
No, something else. I feel like we were supposed to come here for something.
Yeah.
Something about a treasure in a dragon's house.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think we need to probably fix the dragon's house first.
Before we
The
find-
treasure lies in a dragon's house, in hands once clean and now corrupted.
I
So-
feel the two are unrelated.
You think so?
A dragon's house?
What do you
really?
think it could mean?
Well,
I
there's
feel
the
like we don't need to cleanse the house before we can
Yeah,
get
but the
back there.
hands that were once clean and are now corrupted. That's probably the elf that was in this house wherever he is. We have to find him. Or whatever that guy
What
was.
elf?
the guy
That
that
guy
he
was in the
left.
tower.
Oh, that
No,
guy.
the guy that we
Right.
saw. We haven't come across him yet. We've been exploring this house and we still haven't found him.
Who? Oh, you mean like the one? No, it was in the room, like in this room right here, and it was empty when you got
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, exactly. So we haven't seen him yet.
No, you haven't.
He could have just been like a ghost.
Well, we were able to see the ghosts.
We were able to see all the ghosts.
Yeah. Well, there's also if it's the hands previously clean that are now dirty. There's the guy in the chair that we talked to, and he
He's
was
cursed,
a noble.
though, not corrupted.
Maybe
Wait,
he is
I have a
corrupted.
question though. I saw the ghosts like in this room. Did I see one that looked like the guy we had seen?
Well, sorry, what was the question?
When I entered the room that had the ghosts,
Yeah.
did I see one that looked like the one that we had seen in the tower over here?
You just glimpsed that one in the tower, so you don't have like a good visual on him, but he didn't look like one of these ghosts. These ghosts look like dead, and he didn't look dead.
It could have been one of the ravens that was like in his humanoid form, which they both left. Because we were in the room and there was nobody there, right? We got to the room that would have been the room that had the dude in it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It also says knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. This card tells of history. Maybe we need to find out more about the dragon bones and what happened to them, and that might give us a clue, even if they're not necessarily directly related. It might give us knowledge towards the treasure.
Right, but we know what happened to the dragon bones. They're in Strahd's house.
Who took them there?
Strahd took them, presumably.
We know that?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming so, because how else would they have gotten to Strahd's house? I mean, either he took them or someone took them on his behalf.
Yeah, but that person who took them on his behalf could be the person corrupted.
But that person would also then be at this castle. So who is that?
So I just thought of something. We were told what would happen if we would bring back the bones, or do we have an idea exactly what will happen, or is just something will happen?
No,
don't remember.
I don't understand.
I don't remember what the bones do other than it's a quest. Like, what will happen to this mansion, or the land, or whatever? Do we know, or?
It says, returning my skull to its rightful crypt, and my spirit will shine here forever, bringing hope to this dark land. With that, the dragons. That's what he said when, implying that when we return it, that's what will happen.
Okay, so that will bring light to the land. That actually gives me an idea to go talk to that old geezer by the throne room. Because he said he wanted to, like, basically put Strahd into eternal torment, or not a curse, but like worse than death.
But he didn't want to help Strahd.
Yeah,
he wants Strahd.
Yeah, he wants Strahd to suffer as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yes. And now,
and killing Strahd is not like he said, if you want to kill Strahd, I'm gonna stop you, because he wants Strahd to suffer eternally.
Yeah.
But
what
we're getting at here is that if we tell him that we intend to bring back the bones, so that somehow, presumably, the light means sunlight, and that it will pierce through the clouds, that would basically confine Strahd.
Why would it
go outside?
How would it? How though?
Well, I mean, vampires don't like the sunshine. That's the reason why this whole reason is enshrouded in clouds. Besides Cat Lady here.
I mean, the fact that Strahd wanted.
Maybe we can. If you want to go ask him, we can.
Against Strahd.
About sunshine?
Maybe. Well, we could say, "You are my sunshine, you my."
What does it say again? Because when I was hearing light, I was thinking like religion, like holy light type things.
It could be that as well. I mean,
my spirit will shine here forever.
Yeah, but you remember on the tapestry, there was actual like a beam of light.
Yeah, so the light of Argynvostholt beam and rid this land of gloom.
Okay.
Could we ask this guy what the effect would be if their bones would be back?
He wanted to discuss with us that
We
much.
could try
It
the
wasn't
other
very
people,
chatty.
too. You could try the other ghost.
He loves Azzy.
I didn't know. Were
No,
they
he
that
did
friendly?
not like me very much. He did not like me, and I'm rather persuasive. So if someone else wants to try, I mean, by all means. He just did not care for me one bit. But we can, I mean, I'm perfectly fine to try. Like, why not? What's it gonna hurt?
Well, I mean, he didn't seem hell-bent on killing us, so, I mean, one more question probably doesn't hurt.
Famous
His
last
power.
word.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
What could possibly go wrong?
We get attacked. That's what could go wrong. That guy looked
We can
really
take
strong.
him. We can
So
take him.
far, I mean, we've got the arena.
I don't want to take him, though. He'll just get reincarnated.
In one of us.
Maybe.
Wait, who
I
would
think
get
it's-
reincarnated?
The guy. Remember he said if you kill me, I'll just return it with another body?
Yeah, but I don't think that means he's gonna like inhabit one of us.
No, I think it means he'll animate any dead
No,
body.
like he's gonna kill us, and if we kill him,
Yeah, but he's got to go find a body. I would think, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
That would probably give us. We'd be able to leave during that time.
Oh, he could reincarnate into kebab.
Hey, leave kebab out of this.
Well, if you guys want to go ask him something, I mean, he didn't seem all that chatty before.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down. If you want to ask, let's ask.
I'll go with you. Mm.
Yeah, sure, the dragon can go and ask, you know.
We
All
already
right.
talked to Dragon.
I talked to him and I got nowhere.
Me too.
So
I vote Tahani because
Who's got the
it's a
highest
bit darker.
I am.
Who's good at talking in this group?
I have
What
a plus.
would that be, persuasive?
If I were to quantify my persuasive abilities, I would give it a say +6.
I'm at +0
I see.
on persuasion, so
And that's you didn't get anywhere either?
I mean, we can try both of us. We go at the same time. Azzy tries to do the talking, and I help him do the persuasion.
Okay.
With an interesting vantage point.
go for it.
Wink, wink, in the general direction of the DM.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do exactly? You want to go back into the throne room and try to convince him to tell you what exactly?
Just one more question, Inspector. What would be the effect of returning Master Argynvostholt's bones to this mansion on pain and torture for Strahd without killing Strahd?
Okay. Right.
Basically.
So you go there, and by the way, I'm just gonna show you again the artwork because it's so amazing. And I don't think Liam saw it. So you arrive next to this knight who's still sitting holding his greatsword on his throne. So what is the exact question, please?
What?
And who is asking it?
I'm asking Tahanu's helping, so I have advantage.
And how does Tehanu help? Because he can't just poke you in the back and it helps you persuade the other one. He would have
That's a
to,
very good question.
to help you.
How are you helping me?
Somehow.
Just kind of sharing the argument and saying, look, we don't want to cause you any trouble. We want to help you cause trouble for Strahd with this guy. And we're not going to try to kill him because you said it's pointless and you want him to suffer. Find an interesting way to make him suffer. I ask you for some information so we can find an interesting way to make him suffer.
Okay. And
He's adding vocal inflection to my more.
In a warm, friendly, but dark tone.
mm-hmm.
Also, I check out whatever shields I see on that map in that room, if there are any longbows or whatever interesting things.
There's a few weapons. Any weapon you can think of is probably somewhere in there. Some are rotted, some are broken, some are rusted, but you can probably find something. Okay, so do a persuasion check, Ozzy, with advantage. Oops, sorry.
Gotta be kidding me.
Oh, Tony! I come to you as a friend, and you do this to me.
Just got shit rolls, man. +6. I rolled a 6 and a 4.
Yeah.
Do I also
So
roll
he
persuasion?
looks at you and says, Strahd's prison is perfect as it is. Do not disturb the balance.
Doesn't seem like a good prison for all the other people that just get to sit here and be tormented, though.
He ignores that, or at least he doesn't reply.
Shouldn't be able to hear it. You're not even here.
That's a good point.
I thought we're all there. Did you just literally just send
I
the two?
followed.
No.
I'm like, I'm in the room, but like in the
Yeah,
back.
I'm not in there. I didn't go in there.
No, it was originally
you're not
said.
even there.
Yeah, Ozzy's not even there. I'll move Ozzy. But yeah, it was originally said Ozzy and Tehanu go in.
Oh, I misunderstood
Yeah.
that portion.
I slowly
apologize.
followed, just looking for a crossbow, but kind of staying away from the guy. Like he doesn't really know.
So
me.
hang on, Mr. Knight. You're saying that this Strahd guy, in the worst condition he could possibly be, and that there's no way to make it harsher? You're happy with the way things are in this country for the last
I
years?
am not happy. There is no happiness. There is only sorrow. Now
so Liam's
leave
gonna...
me.
Okay, I was gonna say, Liam's gonna use a charge of the detect magic wand around this corner,
Okay.
so he can't see, and then walk in and just kind of slowly peruse while this is happening.
Do a
And-
perception check.
Okay.
I'll answer him by saying, last time we saw Strahd, he seemed pretty happy.
You do not see anything. So Yaela, you just said that you saw Strahd. He was pretty happy.
Last time we saw him, he wasn't suffering much.
He roars and says, "Go away!"
I think this guy's evil. We should just kill him.
Did you hear nothing he said? We can't kill him.
Yeah, that is gonna kill us if we try, so I wouldn't.
I think we can take him.
I think that you're gonna be on your own, and Cloud and Ludo are gonna head off on their own if you try to attack this guy.
You guys would just leave me?
Seems
Bye, Amron.
Yep, I would.
I wouldn't, because I'm a paladin and I can't leave a friend behind.
Oh, thanks, Azzy.
I also am on the side of Duruk or Amnon on this.
Yeah, I think this guy's gotten a bit crazy sitting here on this throne, like, alone for years.
But why kill him? He's not
You
doing anything.
see
He's not hurting
him.
anybody. It's not hurting us.
Yeah. Why would you
let's
kill
just
him?
leave him
Directly.
be.
Yeah, he's not doing anything. He's actually given us quite a bit of information.
Gonna stop us if we try to kill Strahd.
No, he's not.
Sounds like it.
Can he even?
He literally said that.
Already
He said he
know.
would get in the
Literally
way.
said, if you try to stop and kill Strahd, I will kill you first.
Maybe
Like,
we
he
don't
said
need
he-
to kill Strahd. We don't know that yet.
I say,
Well,
no,
so-
don't touch him. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we're gonna leave him
I don't
alone. I'm
know,
just
that's
kind
the
of
point of this
surprised
campaign,
that he
is to kill
doesn't
Strahd.
So let's take a
on
vote.
occasion.
Like, it's the most diplomatic way. I vote to attack.
I do as well.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah,
I mean, I
vote to
don't
attack.
mind, but I have no idea how strong this guy is.
Okay,
You don't get-
Ludo doesn't
forget
count.
the characters for a second. We know every time we did something silly, the DM was always like, "You guys, I had told you before, and you didn't hear. You didn't listen. This is one of them."
That's
I mean, we're
fair.
gonna
I
gain
agree.
It's
nothing.
pointless.
We're not gonna gain nothing from attacking this guy. We're gonna go through trouble. So we
So
should-
then what else? So
He has a
what?
cool
What's the
sword.
point? Just move on. We
What-
have so many other things to do than to attack this guy that is not
Then
attacking
what is
us.
the other
He
thing to
literally
do?
told us he's gonna reincarnate.
Hell, we could walk
There's
right
still
into
other places
Strahd's
to
castle.
search.
Yeah.
There's a guy in this castle that we haven't found.
I really think that guy, if anything, is this guy. He was a knight, he was good, and now he's corrupt. So, if anyone is the description of who we're talking about from that clue, it's him. He is the guy. He was one of Argynvostholt's knights. He was good. He was noble. He is now corrupt and cursed.
He
So,
will
if
remain
anyone
corrupt, though.
is this thing, it's either going to be the room up there, and I point to the room with the dinner party of death, or it's this guy. But given the fact that this guy has more of a boss vibe, it's probably him.
Well, for what?
Huh?
But this isn't the guy that we saw in the window, right?
I
Oh,
don't think
Alvin?
the guy in the window isn't necessarily the guy that's alluded to in the riddle.
No,
Why
I
do we
know.
have to
I'm
do
just
that
saying, we
now?
haven't found that guy though.
Yeah, maybe it's unreal. We should get the bones. We know where. We have other things to do than attack this guy. I don't know.
Okay,
If it-
all right.
Are
Let's get
you
the
sure?
bones.
Then what do
Let's
you
get
guys?
the bones and then come back and
I
then
want to go
attack.
find the bones.
All right.
Okay,
always
so
thought
we,
we'd save
we
him
I'll
can't,
go
later.
find the bones as well.
but we can't go get the bones because we have Irina with us.
All right. So the DM intervening here. I am assuming that you got away from this guy before discussing whether or
Yeah,
not you're gonna
of course.
kill him.
Like we walked away.
And move on. Make a decision.
You can always come back. if
You
wanna
could
save
easily
this
argue
guy.
for an hour. So just make a decision.
You can always come back for this guy, and also if you kill him to try to liberate his soul, he's gonna reincarnate with this same curse. I don't see the point.
Okay,
I think
so
we should.
That-
If
that-
we want to kill him, I think we should kill him after we brought back the light into the castle, so that maybe he can't reincarnate or something.
that's fine.
Maybe.
But what? So what is our next step? Because we can't go to the castle right now because we have Irina. So
Well, we
our-
just we just
Have
dump
Irina.
Irina into the
Gotta
bag of
go
holding.
somewhere at some point. Yeah. When are we
Bag of
not going to
holding.
have Irina?
when we
Last
take her
time.
to the no, she wants to go to the abbey. Like that was the whole point. Is we were supposed to deliver her to the abbey. We got sidetracked and got here, right?
And let's deliver
So
them.
I'm fine with that. If you guys want to take her to the abbey, let's take her to the abbey. But I don't think going to Strahd's house with the chick that he wants to turn into a vampire is a good idea at all.
I
And I'm
agree.
pretty sure Irina is going to say no to.
We get a free meal. Come on.
Dinner, that's
Oh,
right.
thank you.
And the Raven people.
Well,
There's
we-
plenty to do except before killing this guy.
You know, call me a skeptic, especially with my upbringing, but the holy places in this land have felt more unsafe than just about anything else.
The what's in this land?
The holy places. The church in Barovia had a vampire child in it, did it not?
Yeah.
And the church in Vallaki was also attacked by Strahd himself.
Right.
Yeah, but the church wasn't protected anymore.
Right.
We
The
keep-
only
but
reason
we-
Strahd was able to attack it was because they were missing their relic of happy.
Because somebody
something
handed the bones over to him.
Mm-hmm.
But we gave our word to Irina that we would take her there.
It's true.
Your point may be valid, but she kind of asked us to go there.
Yeah,
what if-
she whether or not the holy place is actually a holy place and good is irrelevant. Irina asked us to deliver her there, and that's what we agreed to do. So, I mean, if we take her there and it's a hellhole, we still did what we agreed to do. Like she asked us to take her there, we're going to take her. Like the state of it is irrelevant to what we're doing.
We haven't explored this whole castle, have we? There's a basement, isn't there?
Not that you know.
Oh, I thought we said there. I thought we saw there stairs going down.
The only
I agree,
area
Ramon.
you haven't explored is basically the one behind, like where there's
Here.
multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel that us taking her into the castle is like handing her over. I don't know that we would be able to fend. Because what if you know, I don't know if our character knows that Strahd can like talk her like what happened to Hanu. Right,
I
charm.
have an idea that I kind of want to just go and do without saying anything.
Okay.
I just want to
Whisper
go
the-
and knock here.
Where?
Like actually knock. Where I put my token.
You're gonna
You wanna knock on the door?
Okay, I'm definitely finding a shield on that door
wait.
somewhere.
Door?
Get me a shield.
No, because when I open the door, they're like, "Why do you disturb?" But you know, if I knock, maybe they'll say yes. It's possible. If they say go away, we'll just go
you
away.
can open the door and run in and dance on the table. They might be so amused they'll just all just keel over and die.
Alright, I just want to knock.
Okay.
Sorry, what's in that room? I was
bunch of goats.
absent for that.
Like it's like a bunch of like ghost people, and I think that was all. Like, and they
And
basically
basically-
yelled, "Why are you disturbing us?" And then
Why
she shut.
are you disturbing us? And I just said sorry and closed the door and walked away.
Okay. I am moving Ozzy back into the corridor, as well as the Hanu, because you guys are.
I want nowhere near that door. I'm gonna be all the way back here.
Yeah, but you were
did I
discussing with the
actually
others.
find-
You were not discussing in that room next to
Yeah,
the guys.
I know,
so-
but I want nowhere near that door that she's about to.
All right, so you knock on the door. The door opens, and you see this guy. Says, "You again? Why is it that you
Sorry to
come
bother you.
disturb us again?"
Sorry, I don't mean to disturb. Do you have a minute or two if we have a few questions to ask?
Oh,
We'd like to discuss our Lord
of
and Savior.
course.
I was like, are you ready to talk
He's so
about
straight
our
up,
Lord
he's like
and Savior,
Mormon, man.
Argynvostholt?
We have nothing but time.
You guys, come on over here.
I'm gonna stay out.
Oh, thank
They're
you.
okay.
What's going on, Yela?
I am a holy paladin. I see a bunch of undead. I'm gonna go bananas and try to kill them all.
We just want to let you know, first of all, we mean you no harm. We were just wondering if you had any information about the dragon that used to live here. We understand that its bones have been moved to potentially Strahd's castle, and that they should be restored. And we were wondering if you knew exactly what kind of consequences that would entail.
Well, oh my god, I hate this. The sentence was so long, I forgot how you began it. Sorry.
Basically, what happens if we bring the bones back?
Oh.
And if they have any information about the dragon that used to be here.
Come, sit with us. And he goes back to the chair and sits there.
Alright, there's only one
Cloud.
spot. Okay.
Cloud's coming up towards Yela, and does the door remain open or does it shut?
The door is open, sure.
Okay. Cloud's gonna creep up towards the door, and does the person standing there seem to be want her to come in as well, or do they seem more hostile?
Doesn't seem scared.
Cloud will come in as well and take a seat.
So
Alright.
Liam's just gonna chill out in the corner.
Okay.
Listen to the conversation.
Irina goes in, and she's gonna go on the other corner.
Okay.
I have my back against the wall, and
Okay.
I'll go here.
For the sake of whatever the sake it is, I'm just going to reread the description of the room and all that. So,
Okay.
through the dust and cobwebs, you see Luda barking. No. You see faded war banners adorning the walls of a spacious chamber, in the center of which stands a heavy wooden table. An iron chandelier hangs above the table, which is surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs with wood-carved dragons perched atop them. Slumped in 5 of the chairs are skeletal humans in tattered chainmail and a tabaxi. I added the
Tabaxi
and the
looks very
tabaxi.
familiar.
Yeah.
I see highly suspicious.
Hi, that's me.
Yeah. So
I need AFK for just a
you
second. I'm
sit.
sorry, I'll be like 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. So you sit at the table, and he says, "What is it that you seek to know about Argynvost?"
We seek to know what the purpose of restoring his bones would be. What exactly would it do? It's talking about restoring the light, but we don't exactly know what that means.
I am sorry. What is your name?
My name's Yaila. What about you?
I am Sir Godfrey. And
Nice to meet you, Godfrey.
just for another sake, for whatever the sake it is, I am going to show you two paintings that are actually adorning this room on each side of the wall. So the first one is this, and the second one is this. You will notice that the guide, Sir Godfrey, that you're currently talking to, looks very similar to a dead version of the first painting. And the guy in the throne room looks like the guy in the second painting. Obviously, the paintings show a lot of age to them. And so, give me just a little second here. The others, Yaila got a low intelligence check last time, so I'm gonna keep that low intelligence value so she doesn't recognize this guy at all. But the others, now since you are more than one person, collectively, some of you are able to recognize that this guy you have seen before on a warhorse crossing the street while you were traveling in Barovia. It looks like it's quite possibly the same guy.
On a warhorse. In
I didn't get the
Barovia.
warhorse thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like we
Like
were
the first
traveling on
painting?
the road, and at some point there was a undead on a skeletal warhorse that just crossed the street, looked at you. You didn't attack it or anything. He just continued on his way, and nothing happened.
When
That
was that?
In between Blacky and the like on the long road.
I think it was between Barovia Village and Serpul, if I remember correctly.
That was before I joined, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so I
that's
wouldn't
probably
know.
why you would.
Anyways.
That's probably why
Yeah,
you
there's
didn't
no
know
way
him.
I would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long
Yeah.
time. That was like 6 months ago.
Yep.
Like two days ago technically, but that was like 6 months ago.
2 days ago, technically, but 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
All right, there
actually
was
didn't
painting,
remember
I'm so
that you weren't
sorry.
there yet, Yaila. So yeah, okay.
Who's the other guy?
They like the first one looks very similar to the guy that Yaila is currently talking to, just very decrepit. And the other one looks like the guy in the throne room. Those are two paintings that are like on the walls in this room. Old paintings, though. Okay. So he says, "Well, nice to meet you, Yael. My name is Sir Godfrey, and as for Argynvost, I do not know what it is that you speak of, but I do feel in my bones that the spirit of Arvingast isn't at rest. And to be quite honest with you, I do not believe him to be happy with the states that the order has been reduced to."
Were you part of the order?
Yes, I am. I was. I am.
Are you staying here by choice, or you
I,
have to?
we, all of us, have sworn an oath to Vladimir. Where he goes, we go. What he orders, we do. That is the oath that we have chosen.
Is that your boss in the throne room?
Yes.
Who's Vladimir?
The boss in the throne room.
Oh, okay.
He
His name's Vladimir.
He takes his hand and points toward the portrait behind him, showing you the picture of the guy that looks very familiar, very similar to the one in the throne room. Yes.
So this is Vladimir Godfrey. And what's this guy's name?
That is Vladimir Horngard. I am Sir Godfrey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, this
oh,
guy
by the way, it totally.
is Vladimir as well?
Sorry, totally forgot. I'll show you what he looks like right now. I should have done that before. But yeah, like the guy in the throne room is the one called Vladimir. And where's Godfrey? Wait, there's no Godfrey? There should be Godfrey.
So
There should be a
painting
hand
2
there.
is Vladimir when he was alive, and painting 1 is Godfrey when he was alive.
Yes,
Correct? Okay.
that would be. And this is what he looks like now. You know,
Man, that's
a few
straight up
centuries of.
They fucking ripped that shit off.
He needs a nose job.
He already
He's
got one.
perfect
Can't
the
you
way
see?
he is, okay?
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, what else?
Is this something you're happy with?
No.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I don't think that you can. I mean, what could you do?
You tell us. We're quite capable.
I am sure of that. But
He says, sorry. I thought you were
what?
done.
How would
He
you
just-
like to help? In what way?
Is there any way for you to fulfill your oath and be freed from it?
Our oaths are taken for life, and I assume in this case for death as well. We will never be freed. Sir Horngard is quite determined
To do
to
what?
keep the balance in this realm and to keep Strahd to his torment. We have tried
Torment?
to kill him before. Strahd did
His torment.
die.
Wait, what?
Strahd
Because-
did die before, but it seems that that is not enough to keep him away from this land. I wish we can free this land, but I don't think that we could.
If this land were to be free, you would be free, wouldn't you?
Maybe, yes. I think that if our purpose is resolved, we would finally have peace. What is it that you wish to do?
You need to find a way to kill Strahd and keep him dead. Maybe.
Would that free the land? Would that free this area, this realm?
Maybe, if it was possible.
Or is there
Anything is-
a way to imprison Strahd? Would that free the land?
There might be powers strong enough to help that.
What kind of
Are you
powers?
determined to follow this path?
We are. I'm gonna look around at the group.
He looks
Yes.
at each of you, waits for everyone to nod. Irina kind of hesitates, but then she still nods. Very well. Maybe this information might help you find a way to defeat him. And with that, I will read you some bit of lore that Sir Godfrey is going to share with you. I will not roleplay it because I don't really want to like try and find the information and find a way to say it in my own words. So I'm just gonna read you the information
Okay.
as is from the book. When Strahd drove his enemies into the valley long ago, determined to annihilate them, the last thing he expected to encounter was a silver dragon. The dragon who called himself Argynvost had come to the valley years earlier in the guise of a nobleman named Lord Argynvost. The dragon didn't lair in the valley solely because of its idyllic beauty. He knew of a place called the Amber Temple, a repository of evil power guarded by the forces of good. Argynvost wanted to make sure that whatever was trapped inside the Amber Temple wouldn't be allowed to escape, so he built his fortified mansion, Argynvostholt, close by. Like many silver dragons, Argynvost was extraordinarily wealthy, and he was comfortable living among humans while disguised as one of them. He used his resources to attract other champions of good, and valorous knights flocked to the valley to join Lord Argynvost's prestigious Order of the Silver Dragon. Only those who were initiated into the order were told of Lord Argynvost's true nature. During the war between Strahd and his foes, the Order of the Silver Dragon drove away malefactors searching for the Amber Temple. It also sheltered Strahd's enemies and proved more than a match for Strahd's battle-weary soldiers. But the early victories of the Order didn't win the war. Even with Argynvost on their side, the knights were ultimately overwhelmed when Strahd's reinforcements swept into the valley. Those forces slew the last of the knights and battled the dragon inside Argynvostholt. After the dragon was slain, Strahd had its corpse hacked to pieces, stripped to the bone, and transported to Castle Ravenloft as a trophy. So the death of Argynvost
Okay.
has enraged the spirit of Vladimir, who was the greatest of the dragon's knights. Horngard returned as a revenant and swore to avenge the destruction of the Order. His zeal was so great that it also brought back the spirits of several other knights, who rose as revenants under Vladimir's command. The vengeful revenants killed many of Strahd's soldiers, and whenever the undead knights were cut down, their spirits found new corpses to inhabit. Though the knights were grossly outnumbered, they waged war for months and slew hundreds of foes. When Strahd died and became a vampire, Vladimir's knights should have gone to their everlasting rest, but their spirit couldn't leave Strahd's domain. They marched to Castle Ravenloft and were confronted by the... wait. Nope, let me not read that.
Just gonna skip over that big piece right there.
Lot of information.
Well,
Oh,
it
I
does
can
say...
type fast enough to jot everything down.
It does say relates all the information presented in those two chapters, but
Come on, man. We were super brave coming in here.
yeah. Let's see.
Do we get bravery points? Little bonus
No, okay.
tidbit.
I did.
He
okay?
would be...
None of you wanted to join me.
He would be able to maybe say this. So, okay. So we marched to Castle Ravenloft, and there an old Vistani seer told us that Strahd had died, only to become a prisoner in his own land. He was tormented by the death of his beloved Tatiana and the murder of his brother Sergei. After we received that news, Vladimir had ceased his advance, and we went back to Argynvostholt. He realized that Strahd had already died and been damned to a hell of his own creation, with nowhere else to go and nothing else to do. He has set us to kill in Strahd's agents and anyone else who might help to ease Strahd's torment. I believe that Sir Horngard is consumed by this hatred. And I am sad to say that I think he has lost his honor and nobility.
I knew it. We gotta cut him down.
So, what can we do to help? What is best to do? Vladimir Sir Horngard said that if we attempted to kill Strahd, he would stop us.
We are honor-bound to follow Vladimir and his orders. We cannot help you in this task.
Is there anything we can
What
say
if we
to
try
convince him?
to trap him in the Ember Temple?
I believe that Strahd may have gotten his vampire powers from the Ember Temple. Maybe the answer to his undoing might lay there as well.
Can you tell us exactly how to get to the temple?
I cannot.
All we know is that it's nearby. Do you know which direction it is?
It is south of here. It is in a cave somewhere on the mountains.
Okay. Cloud thinks to herself that her wilderness skills could come in handy looking for caves in the mountains.
That is a good point.
I think that's where we should go next.
Okay. I don't
Um,
have any other questions.
you mind if do you know what's behind that door over there? And I point towards.
That is Vladimir's personal chambers.
Are we allowed to go back there?
I don't see the harm in it.
Thank you.
He
I wanna
rarely
ask them
uses it anymore.
if they've seen somebody with the description of the person that we saw in the tower while we were in the graveyard, or if there's anybody else in this castle.
You describe the man that you've seen as best as you could. And
Just down hair.
yeah, and Sir Godfrey smiles ever so slightly and says, "The spirit of Argynvost is with you then."
And also with you.
Dylan, you ruined it! I had the chills for a second, and then he fucking ruined it! Continue.
Thank you for all this information. We will do our best to resolve this Strahd situation and put your spirits to rest as they should be.
I hope you succeed. I do not think you will, but I hope you do.
Gotta go to Vladimir's chambers.
Alright. So
Anything else, you guys?
You open the door. Light enters this circular room through 5 cracked windows. The light falls on a large, dust-covered bed in the center of the room. Its post topped with wood-carved dragons. 2 large animals flank the double doors. One is a brown bear standing on its hind legs, its claws outstretched. The other is a dire wolf, its face frozen in an evil snarl. Near the wolf lies an empty wooden chest. Well, lies a wooden chest.
No, I know it's.
I don't know why they wrote empty in the description that I'm supposed to read out loud. I mean,
Maybe it's open and we can see obviously that it's empty.
Yeah.
yes, it's open and it's empty. Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Good. Thank you for fixing that. No.
Do we see anything notable?
These are
Any
stuffed
paintings?
animals, obviously,
Anything on the
right?
walls? Any books?
Do a investigation check.
The animals are dead, right? They're stuffed animals.
You don't need to roll perception check for that. Yes, they seem to be stuffed animals.
Yeah, taxidermied. Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't
you
want Luda to come in.
okay?
I
So
tell
you
Luda to
you
stay.
you look around. You poke under the bed. Try to see if there's like a false bottom to the chest or anything. You don't find anything of value anywhere in this room.
What about this room?
So you go there, open this, you look inside. This dusty closet has a slender window set into the north wall. The room is otherwise empty.
I'm suspicious. I'm going to investigate for anything special about this room.
Roll investigation.
So the person we saw is just basically Argynvost, like looking over us, and
Yeah.
the wings flying around the building are just also Argynvost, like
His
Yeah.
spirit.
presence, basically, like guiding us, kind of.
Yes, basically it's his spirit trying to ask for your help and guiding you
Okay.
to the room where there was, all the clues and all that.
Okay.
So Amnon, you push on every wall, you look in every fissure in the walls, between every brick and everything, and this room is completely normal and empty. You just wasted lots of time doing that.
That's okay.
Okay,
Gentlemen?
so are we going to try to go find the temple then?
Gentlemen, we hope to see you in better circumstances next time.
I hope to be at peace and to never see anyone ever again.
Sounds like we're going to have to fight them, though.
What? We're going to fight him? No. I don't think
Well,
so.
as soon as we
you
try to
guys
take care of
wanted to
Strahd,
fight?
as soon
If
as
we
we,
had
You don't know what we're going to find in the temple.
when we try to take care of Strahd, then these guys are going to, well, what's his name? Vladimir's going to stop him. All these guys are bound to Vladimir,
no,
so they're
because we're not
going
going to try to kill him.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to do
But
something to
I
him.
think there's other ways.
Exactly.
We gotta see what the
a
Emperor
little
Temple-
bit meta here. I'm pretty sure we jumped ahead a little bit because this place did feel a lot harder than the rest of the campaign thus far.
We haven't
And I
finished.
believe
Yeah.
in an offhand conversation, Eunice mentioned this place is like level 7.
Yep.
Which we are level 5. So I don't know if we want to go straight to the temple just yet. Maybe we should do some other things and see if we can figure that out.
Yeah, storm the castle.
Note,
Storm
you
the
do not
castle!
know, you don't know where
The
the temple is. You
Yeah, we
heard
don't know.
about it before. Someone told you that once he gets information on its location, they'll contact you again. They did not yet. And that was the DM's way of saying you're not ready yet for it. But yeah.
So our options then are to leave here and head back to Valaki to look for the Raven people, or to continue on to the next town.
Or
That-
to kill these guys.
Oh, don't kill these dudes.
Or to
I
kill
see
at
no
least
reason.
Vladimir.
Oh.
What if we kill
What do you get from
Vladimir?
that?
But these
We're gonna
guys are
have-
bound to him, right? He's
Yeah,
just
they're
gonna
gonna
pick them up
attack.
right
They've
now.
all been super nice and helpful to us. Why would we kill them?
If
we
you
gotta
attack
end this.
Vladimir,
These
I
five
will
has.
not attack. I will not attack with you guys.
Unless you see a specific reason.
Can
Yeah,
you guys tell us why you want to attack these guys? Because it doesn't seem like.
I don't want to
A
attack the
reason.
5 in this room.
But
They're
they're
But if you
linked.
attack that guy,
They're
these
linked.
guys are gonna come running too,
Yeah.
and
I
then they're all gonna
don't-
reanimate into new corpses. So what's the point?
I mean, they're all like built on the malice of Strahd too. So maybe whenever we kill Strahd, like these guys will
So-
probably try to fight us if we ever
Again.
try to get close to Strahd, and then we'll kill him then, and then we'll kill Strahd, and then these
Let's
guys
presume
won't.
we are talking about all these things in the corridor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So now I can participate because I stayed in the corridor. Look, if we attack the dude sitting on the throne, all of these guys are bound to him, so they're
Yeah.
all gonna fight us.
Yeah, but given the fact that they can't hear us right now, I don't entirely think that's...
You,
I don't
They're
know.
spirits.
you're just
though.
gonna assume that it's because you're whispering, but a fight would be
Yeah.
much louder than you whispering.
Yeah.
And
You
that's
can
just the
scream.
DM not
They're
wanting to
spirits.
make you,
They're probably
you know.
linked. Yeah, they're linked on a spiritual level.
They're like honor bound to him.
We killed 3 revenants just fine on the first floor.
These guys have names.
Yeah, I get the feeling that Vlad will be a little bit tougher than the average Revenant. I don't mind, but I don't see a point for this fight.
By
Not
the
even getting
way-
I feel
HP
like
out of
this
it.
is
By
a
the
Union's
way-
campaign.
Yeah. And don't see a point.
Note.
We're not going to get information from him. It's
Sorry, I'm just going to retcon a little thing real quick. Liam, you did peek with your magic detection into the room. You did notice an aura of magic coming off of Vladimir's sword. Sorry, I totally forgot about that.
Okay. Is there a
Was-
specific kind of school that goes with it?
It's a magic weapon.
Okay.
I'll just whisper to you what it is, but not sure if there's a specific school that is.
Presuming it's a piercing weapon, you could just call him Vlad the Impaler.
Jeez.
Vlad the
Anyhow.
I mean, he did have a sword.
We're not going to get a
Yeah, he
level
had
up
like
or
a
something
great
from
sword.
attacking this guy.
Not even like a
so-
long sword. It was like a huge,
actually don't know that.
badass great sword.
Yeah, that's being really meta.
Yeah.
And to go even further meta, I'm pretty sure that we get a level up every time we get a treasure. And the thing says, in hands once clean, now corrupted. I'm pretty sure it's this guy whose hands are corrupted.
So you think he'd be holding back his knights?
He made his knights.
Irina looks
So
at you
all
and
of-
Meta saying, I just leveled up and yet I didn't find any artifact. But that was
I
just me
just
making a
leveled
joke.
up.
Hold on. Like, so if you think about it, Vlad, he bound everyone here, and he also killed all of the other knights and made them into revenants.
No,
Oh, he
didn't
killed
do
them.
He
No,
didn't
he
kill them.
didn't do that.
Oh,
His
I thought
will-
you said he.
I think he brought them
No,
back.
they
as
all
Revenants.
died
he
as
did.
part of the
Yeah.
battle, and his sheer will of wanting revenge also allowed the others to come back to life, basically,
Okay.
and they swore an oath to follow him to get revenge for Argynvostholt.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, the reason they are all revenants is him.
But would Argynvost want us to kill his soldiers? Like, does that make us any better than Strahd?
They're not his
If-
soldiers.
Yeah, no, he's so blinded by his own hatred at this point, I don't think he... I think he's...
But he's
Too
going to
far.
come back all the same, isn't he?
Yeah.
We don't know when they say they're gonna come back. We don't know what that means. I mean, they could lie dormant for an hour or a day or a week. It doesn't necessarily mean if we kill one of them that they're instantly. They have to go find a body to inhabit. So, like in theory, there's no real other bodies around here. So they'd have to find another corpse, go inhabit it, and then
Does
they'd
it
have
have
to
to
come
be a
back.
corpse, or could they possess someone?
Would I know if a revenant
Can I make a religion or arcana check to see on...
That's my religion check, so that didn't really do anything.
Yeah, I would say more religion than arcana. Yeah. You would know that after some time, they would inhabit a new corpse and rise up, and whoever killed them, they would get. This information will only relate to Iron. They would get a sort of sense and be able to locate whoever killed them and like radar to
Track
that
them.
person. Yeah.
Heard the man. He's using cookies. Grab your ad blocker.
Well, he has something, and it's kind of implied that we still are missing something from this location.
I mean, if you think it's really, really, really worth it to kind of grab, steal his equipment while he's down in respawn mode.
Well, the tarot cards were kind of told to us for a reason to go collect these items so that we would be able to be more powerful for pursuing Strahd. So if
Everything has a cost in this land. If you get to steal this stuff, he's gonna follow you through the land to claim it back and kill you. Are you willing to live with that?
Yeah, but he can do that anytime he wants to. So that threat is there all the time.
Not if you don't attack and steal his stuff.
We're in his lands. We're his puppets.
No,
I'm talking about Vlad.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry.
You steal his shit, he's gonna track you until he makes you pay with your life. So now we have
knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand. I feel like we don't have the knowledge yet. The fact that we're so unsure of what's going to happen means we don't know. And the card itself says knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. I don't think we should be doing this now.
This card means knowledge. This is the knowledge we're looking for. Is to
what we're going to get, the treasure we get here will be the knowledge. But so in any case, so it seems like the majority doesn't want to attack this guy. So where to next?
Could be looking for the crow guy, or go into the mountains, or...
Well, so we already know the mountains. You guys want to attack this guy, but the mountains, he's already told us, is a higher level.
Okay.
So
No,
that
I don't want to attack this guy, no. I want to go back and talk to the Raven people.
Yeah, do that. Knowing it's a higher level, it's not like... RP-wise, to me, it doesn't make sense to kill the guy. It's not just about a level thing. I don't like knowing that this is level 7. I don't want to know that.
I don't have a reason to kill somebody for no reason, you know?
That wasn't mentioned because that this is, a way to progress. That was mentioned as a, hey, let's not go further than this. Is how I brought that up.
Yeah, I still don't want to know. It shouldn't be a part of the decision. Like, knowing what level the dungeon is shouldn't be a part of the decision, in my opinion. But...
In that case, let's go to the mountain. Because we don't know that it's a higher level.
But you don't know where it is, and that's...
We can
wander the woods until we find it. Mountains are obvious. We can actually just look for mountains, like we can see them, right?
Yeah, you see a huge amount of mountains.
You definitely see the cave. Yeah, you see the small cave in the mountain just because...
No, let's just go to the mountains and then just walk up and down the mountain.
We don't have any other abilities to cleanse this guy without killing him, though, do we?
Well, I can cleanse him with a stab through the heart while he doesn't expect anything. I just sneak up on him and then start a fight. But you guys need to be all in agreement that we get to fight him.
I'm in agreement on that.
Or we could do what we originally set out to do, which was to take Irina to the Abbey and see what that leads. The path we were on before we even got to this place was to take Irina to the Abbey. We got sidetracked from that. So
we can come back here.
There's no reason we can't come back here. So we could just take her to the Abbey and see, like, this is like a major detour. So let's get back on track, take her back to the Abbey, which is where we were trying to go to however long ago, 2 days ago?
We saw a snow-covered area, too, right?
No?
No, that's a clue. We don't have that clue yet.
This is one of the cards.
Right, so that's...
We haven't seen anywhere with snow yet, other than the mountains that are just snow-capped.
I thought somebody...
No.
We did, no?
Nope. Alright, decision time. I give you enough arguing time, now it's decision time.
Why don't we go to the Abbey?
Alright, so you're all going to the Abbey?
There's also a card that has to do with the Abbey as well.
Mm-hmm.
A card that has to do with the Abbey?
St. Maracovia's Abbey, near the Mist.
Ah. That's a good point. I didn't realize that the card did say where she was.
A Vistani wanders this land alone, searching for her mentor. She does not stay in place for long. Seek her out at St. Marcovia's Abbey near the Mists.
Yeah.
So are we resolved? Are we going to the Abbey?
That's my vote.
Yeah, let's do it.
That works.
All right. So, if nobody objects, you all go back to the second floor.
Yeah.
And you keep going down.
Okay. I just want to? I keep asking. Did I find any shield or anything in the rubble earlier?
Yeah. Sorry. If you want, yeah. Let's assume you did.
Okay.
Did
Yeah.
I find a crossbow?
Let's assume you also did.
Whoa,
Did I
everybody's
find a
getting
deck
new
of many
weapons?
things?
What?
I found 1,000 gold.
I found. Did I find a suit of plate armor?
No, you did not. You did find those weapons, but mark them as potentially half rusted or half rotten if it's like wood. So
Can't a
on
cleric fix that?
what I will do, because you took them off corpses of long dead adventurers. So what I'll do, like just put a note on the weapon or whatever, that if you ever roll a natural one, they would break and do damage to you.
As we went down to the first floor, the other thing I wanted to do before we leave the mansion is to just go and grab the chandelier messed with in the beginning, which is like, it's a perfectly good chandelier. I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
You're gonna
So the
carry
one
a
in the room.
chandelier.
Hey, what does that mean?
Chandelier.
Chandelier.
Oh.
You're gonna
He
carry
just
your
said it
chandelier
French
with you.
style.
A little bit of je ne sais quoi.
Okay, so yeah, you do. Let's assume you managed to break the chandelier, whatever, however it's
I
supposed to
think
be
it was
pronounced in
pretty
English.
broken already. Yeah.
Yeah, it had a crack on it because someone threw an eldritch blast at it. But yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. Let's see, what room was that? I'm just going to make sure something.
It was this room.
Yeah, I know. I meant like it's Q12. That's what I meant because I'm looking at trying to see if it's somehow linked to. Okay, so it is a crystal chandelier, and it sheds light, soft white light, around it. For how far? I'm not sure. It says here. Oh yeah, it says. Okay, no, it doesn't say how far, but I'll just check what they did here. And it's 20 feet of bright light and 40 feet of dim light. A bright chandelier. Good. And then you get out. You find you do have a horse. No, the Vistana took his horse and left. So you have Invincible, who is just walking around still. And you do have a cart with a coffin on it outside. And
We dump the coffin and hook the cart up to Invincible? Do we have stuff to do that?
you don't really have a way to hook it, I guess. Yeah.
Other than like ropes, right? We have ropes.
Yeah, you do have ropes. You could use ropes.
But it doesn't have wheels.
The cart does have
doesn't
wheels.
have
Doesn't the cart have
Oh,
wheels?
I
Is there how to get here?
No. You drop the coffin, you take the cart. So, yeah, okay. You drop the coffin, you have the cart, you use ropes, and you hook it to Invincible, and you are on your way back to Barovia. Da-da-da. And with that, you get to see the expanded view. So you can see the mountains to the south, you can see the little bridge, you can see the little mount to the west. You can see a couple of
where are
mounts.
we? Right
as well.
here?
You are right here, yes.
Okay, cool.
So
All
basically,
right.
I give
Valaki
you a
looks
little.
so tiny.
Yeah, I gave you a little view around, and whenever there was a mountain or something, it would either block your view, or if it's behind whatever is blocked, then it would appear because it's higher than the rest
Okay.
of the terrain.
Can you tell us again, what is this area? Or
It's
where's
just
the
like plains.
swampy area? Okay.
So
Where's
basically, you know the little lines, right? The little dots. Basically, those are elevation. So for every line, it's
Okay.
100 feet. So if you look like here, this is, you know, the mountain, and then it goes down, down, down. If you look here, this is a little mount here that drops.
Higher.
Yeah, this
so
is
the
like a
lowest
small.
elevation areas would be the road, basically.
here,
So
probably?
like this area would
Yeah.
be the lowest, like along the riverbed.
Yes, basically.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And so you're going towards Kresk. So now you take the path like this. Let me try something. Okay, nothing happens for the first hour of you walking around. And let me just.
We're just following along the road back to the crossroads, right?
Yes. So you arrive. Let me reveal this area for you. You arrive at another bridge, at another crossroads, and just need to.
What does the bridge look like?
Just need to go to the other chapter to get that. Okay. So you see a weather-worn signpost next to the road. The three arms of the sign point along the three branches of the road. The arm pointing north reads Kresk, and through the woods you can see an arching stone bridge spanning a river. The arm pointing east reads Valaki, and the road slopes up gradually in that direction. The arm pointing southwest reads the Wizard of Wines. The road slopes gently downward in that direction.
Hey, didn't we have to go see somebody for wine?
Yeah, that guy, the wizard.
Should do that on our way back.
Okay. So we're still want to go to the Abbey, yeah? So we're gonna need to go towards Kresk.
Kresk. Yep. And I will do.
Okay, so we are gonna approach the bridge, and can we take a look at the bridge and see if it's made of sturdy construction?
Yeah, but before that, the dice have spoken, and there's a random encounter. Okay. So you arrive near the bridge, and near the bridge, Yayla notices something. Something not moving. Looks like a person, but it's just on the side of the bridge.
Hey guys, there's something on the side of the bridge.
Let's investigate.
Okay. So you go have a look, and you find a lifeless body. It seems to have been dead for maybe a couple of days, and it's just there, rotting in the sun next to the bridge.
Aaron, can you save him?
Is it propped up?
Save him is dead for 2 days.
Are there any obvious injuries? Is the body propped up? Is it hanging? Is it impaled?
It seems to have some. Do a medicine check, please.
Okay.
It seems to have some claw marks on the back. Looks like a regular Barovian man, middle-aged.
By rough sex.
Yeah, probably.
What did you just say?
Nothing.
He said what you thought he said.
Did you really?
Right.
Okay, so claw marks like a wolf?
Potentially, yeah. And autopilot Tehanu decides to slash him up into pieces. No, just kidding.
Jeez.
Can I? I'm gonna loot. See if there's any loot.
You
Look through his
find
pockets.
3 copper pieces. It's just, regular Barovian money.
Okay, I'm gonna take that.
This is probably animals if they didn't take his money.
It also means not a lot of people travel through this way if he's been dead for several days. So we should be cautious.
Or people just don't care.
Yeah, I would think that people just, what would they do?
Just want to look around, see if there's anything around us that, like, any tracks, anything that he would have let fall, or like just something
Do a
that I would
perception
notice
check.
around.
Say we just move along after Gale is done.
So you look around, you see there seems to have been maybe some tracks, maybe a group of people, caravan, something. Probably he got killed as they were attacked, and then the wolves retreated or something like that. But you also notice, and as she points out, everyone does notice this, is that this river extends into what appears to be a lake, and now that you're like just looking on the side of the forest, you have a much clearer view. You're able to see in the distance there seems to be like a little island connected to the shore, and on it there seems to be a small tower.
You guys want to check that out on our way?
Mm-hmm. Just be careful.
What does the group want to do? Do we want to keep going to the town or check out the little tower island?
Check it out.
Check it out.
Looks like we could walk along the beach to get
It's
there.
not very far, right?
It's not very far. It's about 1 mile away, so maybe 20-minute walk. So you want to go there?
Yep.
Oh.
Let's see if he objects.
Okay. All right. And well, in that case, you walk around, arrive in this place. I hope you can't see anything.
I still don't see anything.
It's black.
Okay, good. And okay. So I need to put your tokens on this map. There you go. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 tokens. Did I miss anyone?
I don't see anything.
You should start to see stuff.
I see nothing as well.
Scroll to the bottom.
Same. I'm all the way to the bottom, I
I
think.
scrolled
I'm
everywhere, yeah.
scrolling up and down, nothing.
Yeah.
I don't see
See a
anything
giant
either.
black
I'm like
rectangle.
completely
Yeah, all I
zoomed
see
and
is a
it's still
rectangle.
black.
Really? Oh, I know, because I am stupid. I dropped all of you on the dynamic lighting layer instead of the token layer. That should do it.
Oh yeah.
I think
There you go. So apparently Luda is super big.
Invincible's giant.
Let me see.
so are you, Azzy.
No, actually,
We're
so
all various.
actually you're all too small. So yeah, I'll fix your default token sizes later, but it's because this is 5 foot per square, and Argynvostholt was 10 foot per square, so probably at some point I broke it. And there you go.
See this sweet covered cart outside.
All right, so.
Hey, this looks familiar.
Where?
Yeah, have we seen this card before?
Is this the cart with the guy in the town with the saber-toothed cat?
It looks very different. So just give me a second as I will explain things. So first, okay, You come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon spattered with mud. And do I have an image to show? I do have an image to show, I guess. Looks like this. So under the layers of mud, this wagon sports a fresh coat of purple paint, and its wheels have fancy gold trim. A brass lantern hangs from each corner, and red drapes cover a tombstone-shaped window on each side. A steel padlock secures the back door, hanging from which is a cheap wooden sign that reads, "Keep out."
Let's just hook the wagon up to the horse and leave.
Can I pull Kieran out and get a bird's eye view of the thing? What's on the top of it?
Of the wagon?
Wagon. Yeah.
You're already looking at it from the top, I assume. Let me check.
I just wanted to see if there was anything actually there. It doesn't show up on the wagon.
Alright. So two things. First, we've already done our 2 hours. And second thing, I have read this chapter before. I have not prepared for it immediately, so it's probably about time to stop anyway. So let's just say that you've arrived here. You see this tower in front of you. Do I have an image to show for the tower? Yeah, I do. That sounds about right. So this is what the tower looks like. This would give you, I guess, the bird's eye view that you wanted for the tower. Wait, why are there like 2 images of the tower? I'm not even sure.
It's a pretty sweet looking tower. It's got like some scaffolding that looks like scaffolding, like they were maybe going to try to repair the tower. Is that what that is?
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, 'cause there's like a hole at the top of it. Or...
I'm not exactly sure what that is. It's not. No, it's not supposed to be. It's. I'll find better art.
We'll find out next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. But yeah, this is where you are, and this is where we're going to leave off.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
Good night, everybody. Good job.
Good night.
Yep. See you guys.
See you.
Thanks.
And for those watching my stream, good night as well. Thanks for watching, and see you next week when hopefully they won't mess things up, because this can be very dangerous if they mess it up. Let's see, actually. If I look at my little XP note here. Look. Here. The Van Richten Tower, level 6 supposedly. So I'll just it's slightly above their level, but considering how many people they are, it's it should be good. But I'll scale it up this time so it's actually difficult and interesting. Alright, well, good night everyone. Thanks for watching.